Hello everyone, hello, we're back. We just finished patch 2.3 going into patch 2.4. We saw the first showing of the Archbishop from Ishgard, and he was flanked by two Ascians. Alright, we're gonna get a new pair of gloves from this quest called the Noct Gauntlets. And look at that, the first quest in 2.4 is Traitor in the midst. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Urianger has dedicated to finding the means by which we can defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all this you knew already. Let us speak of a more current matters. In particular, the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphinaud did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be. Independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphinaud has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Excellent, more primals. No, we're not dealing with primals right now. What if every patch included a new town of primal duties? A new tund? Fuck you, Ilberd. Hey, look, Hoary Boulder's back there. What is it, Miro? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is to say that my men want for labor. It's not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you the particulars. My thanks in advance, Miro. Fuck you, Ilberd. Jeremy, what do you think of Ilberd?
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the grand companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
All right, guys. Bit of a spoiler here, but Laurentius is the ivy. I'm kidding. Just so that's clear. But how much of a surprise would that be? The man who sold us out was actually selling us out. Again.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, Then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Jeremy, would you sleep with Hildred? I already know Vector will, so I don't need to ask him. There, now we got silver gloves. Hildred is eager to continue his investigation into the Garlean spy known as the Ivy. A hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Captain Leveilleur. Tiamat smells like Fiki's too. We overturned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. Arena! 77 months! 777. We're getting there. But for now, we have a liver and onions or cappuccino bean. I mean, both are fine. This one's salty, so it's liver and onions. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives. Yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Alien of the Fourth lies in wait in the Tangle, near the entrance to Castum Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. Onion is one of the most important components of a burger. Preferably raw. I do like onions on my burger. Cooked or otherwise. There was this burger place near me that used caramelized onions on some of their burgers. It was quite tasty. Quite tasty indeed. Alright guys, we're off to the tank. Oh wait, this is that weather I wanted to show you guys here. Look at this. It's a really cool effect, eh? It's called Gloom. Like it. There, Alien. I see you've taken to your duties well. You would aid us in the rescue mission? We're in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please, help us find Resh before it's too late. Sure. Hey, you guys notice that their uniforms are the exact same as the other grain companies, only blue? Rio Zen, hello! Am I doing dungeons with players? No. For the most part, I do most of this solo. Well, you guys got in here easily, right? I just keep running up and just trying to overpower me. I thought it'd be funny to see it. I mean, you still get to see that, just on my own. Although there are going to be some that I'm forced to run with other players, right? Like, when I do the 8-mans and whatnot, those have to be done. How you doing, Rio? Welcome! Yeah, we've been going through all the Final Fantasy games, and that does include Final Fantasy XIV, as you can see. We're going to be doing the MSQ, so we're going to be here a while. But you guys get to experience the whole story, so at least the whole first story. I don't think we're going to be going on to do Dawn Trail, because one, I'd like that story to flesh out a bit more before we do. I did not skip 12. I love 12. Well, where am I? The fuck? You're just so slow. Resh, thank the gods we found you! And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will only be too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. It has quite a few. You are right. Oh yeah, FF14's still going. Dawn Trail comes out in 1 month and 3 days. Early access, true. Don't forget, Arena, once early access hits, I'm not going to be in town, so I'll have to get you your code through my email. But yeah, so our plan is just to go to the end of Endwalker 6.0. I might do the stuff leading up to Dawn Trail. Haven't decided yet. I'll be playing while on the road. No, sadly I have to miss out on most of the early access, but whatever, it doesn't bother me. Oh. I'm stunned. Fuck you. I forgot I was in combat with these guys for a moment. I was like, wait, why am I still alive? These robots are shit. I wish I could play on the road. Arena, what do you think of this mount, by the way? You'll be Bajja farming as the Viper? That's a good choice. You heard I got a chip implanted in my brain so I could play FF14 anytime, anywhere? Man, that would be amazing. Hey, look at this guy, he's got damage up. This man is stunned. Oh, there's more. This one's a caster. Okay, hang on. When Reaper came out, you went 70 in Bajja just to continue MSQ with it. You're so hyped for it. Same with Viper, you're way too hyped. Hey, you gotta play with what looks good, right? My work told me today that information that is disheartening for my raiding career, but we'll still have to wait and see. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You've done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Work cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Leveilleur. I shall go on ahead to Rising Stones. No, not working overtime. They're making changes to what we do, and those changes might greatly affect my availability of raiding. Because, well, work comes first, right? And I shouldn't be raiding during work hours anyway, but since the job allows for it, I do. Ah, if only that were true. I am good at what I currently do, but I may not be good at whatever changes they got coming down the line, which worries me because I mean, that remains to be seen as well. I think the only thing that I currently keeps my job is nobody wants to do my job. It does me well to see you thus returned. Though I doubt your not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as your wont. Lest you lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Miro. I don't think I have the hand-eye coordination necessary to crochet. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Miro, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require you accompany me to Kerthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. You'd like to see one of those competitive matches? Alright, Arena. I'll tell you what. If I get into crocheting and I do some competitive crocheting, I will let you know and I will record it. That said, I am considering taking up a different hobby, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it is until I am ready to show it off. Ah, sick, I get more pants. Coming to terms. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Miro, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Aymeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Kerthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use? If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. I don't know, man. Sass is getting into speedrunning. You knew it. You got laid off almost 2 years ago in something kind of similar. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. So, I can't talk about too much of the changes my company's doing because I don't know what they are. That said, I will tell you this, guys. What I said to Jeremy earlier is that I came into this job with 0 qualifications on paper. My boss gave me a chance, and he absolutely adores what I do for him and for the company as a whole. That said, if I lose this job, I still technically have 0 qualifications on paper and haven't really built up my skills beyond that. Now you might say, yeah, you got all these the experience of doing the job. I did, but unfortunately in Canada at the very least, a lot of recruiters look more at the education than they do at the experience. And even then they don't look at that either. What is this? What is this? Arena! Hang on a sec, guys. Why is that down there? What was that message, Arena? It didn't pop up. I couldn't read it. But holy shit, Arena! Arena! Why you do this? Thank you. Oh, tell us my hobby or else. Okay, well, since you gave me $150. Alright, so I've been wanting to try my hand at learning an instrument finally. So I decided, after playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I was going to buy a ukulele. And there's a ukulele on its way to me, and it should be here sometime next week. I still have to learn how to read music and actually how to like strum it properly, obviously, but I want to do my best to try. You think educations don't matter either? It's true. He's gonna sing it and play it at the same play it and sing at the same time. Not necessarily. But there you go, Arena. Your money well spent. Now I'm going to take that money and buy myself a burger tonight. A $150 burger. Not actually do that, but I will take some of it and buy a burger. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I actually have to go clear my throat. I need a drink, as my current drink is gone. So we're gonna take a quick break. We still got an hour and a half left of stream, possibly more. Be right back.